Hello, what is up? What is good? So, today I thought that I would tell the story of how I got my rare dog, who when I got her, I didn't know she was rare at the time. Sophomore year of college. I had just started sophomore year and just moved into an apartment from the dorms. I think it was the very last day in September. I'm pretty sure. And my parents were coming up for the weekend, and we were going to go to the football game together and like hang out. So I live in Tampa, and they were coming up to Gainesville. And so they had to drive through Ocala. And I didn't really realize that it was taking them longer than normal to get to Gainesville. I didn't really think twice about it, and I also wasn't really tracking them. So I didn't think much about it, but my mom, when they got to the apartment, she called me and she asked me to come help them because my dad had spilled his drink all over himself in the car or something. So I went out to go help them, and he lifted a towel off of his lap, and there was my new puppy. She was 2 pounds. She was so small. She was like a little potato. It was so cute, and she was like so calm and so sweet, and she licked my face. It was the best day of my life. But from that point, if you had asked me what her breed was, I would have had a few guesses, but honestly, I would not have been able to tell you what it was. My parents knew because they got her, and they were told that she was a purebred Shih Tzu. I've had a Shih Tzu my whole life, basically, since I was like 5. He just recently passed like 6 weeks ago at almost 16 years old. So I know what they look like. And we didn't get him as a puppy. Well, we did, but we didn't get him like right when you get a puppy. We got him at like 8 or 9 months old from somebody who just couldn't take care of him anymore. And they didn't look anything alike. Like her and him looked nothing alike. I'll put a picture right here of what she looked like when I got her. And that picture, by the way, is from the day that I got her. So, but as you can see in the picture, she's still the cutest thing I've ever laid eyes on. So I wasn't really worried about it. I didn't really have any questions at the time. But as she got older, she started losing a lot of fur. She was itching a lot. She was losing a lot of fur. She was shedding. And if you don't know, Shih Tzus don't shed. And her hair was just not long. Like if you've ever seen a Shih Tzu before, you know their face hair is long. And their hair can get very long to the point where it's dragging on the ground and you have to get it cut unless they're like a show dog and you groom their hair to be like that. So we were all really kind of concerned that maybe her hair was falling out. We didn't know what to think. So we did a lot of allergy tests. Came back that she had a lot of allergies. After we started restricting foods and taking some of them out of her diet to see if it would help, it did ultimately end up helping. And she started to grow her fur back. It was getting a lot thicker. But even at the point where it was thickest, it was still never long. So her face hair was totally flat, and she doesn't really grow any face hair, minus what she already has. You know, like it doesn't keep growing. It stays almost short. And her body hair is sort of like what a long-haired Chihuahua's hair looks like. It was really confusing, and nobody believes me when I say she's a Shih Tzu because they'll look at her and they'll go, "Oh, Pekingese?" Say, "No, Shih Tzu." They're like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Pretty sure." We were so confused to the point that we even did a DNA test on her, like a send-away DNA test, because we thought the person we got her from just didn't have the right info and she wasn't actually a Shih Tzu. But it came back and it was like, she's 100% Shih Tzu. So I did some research and I started Googling, like, why doesn't my Shih Tzu look like a Shih Tzu? And short hair Shih Tzu and like keywords. And eventually what I found is this thing called a Propso Shih Tzu. And it's basically, like I said, a short hair Shih Tzu. And it's some genetic mutation that makes it so their hair doesn't grow, but they also have different characteristics as well. So my old Shih Tzu he did not really like toys. Like, we have toys. I think everybody who has a dog has toys, even if their dogs don't play with it. Sawyer, my dog now, loves toys. Like, she will play fetch with you all day long and, like, grab onto toys and whip them around with her head. So she loves toys. She loves playing fetch. She loves playing with other dogs. She's very smart. She knows a lot of tricks. She knows exactly what I'm telling her to do when I do it. I'll say, go get the monkey, and she'll go get it and bring it to me. And she's just cuddlier than he was. I don't know. Every personality trait that's different, I think, is better. So, a lot of people, if they end up with this dog, will end up not keeping it because maybe they wanted a show dog because she would be a full pedigree Shih Tzu otherwise, but she could never be in a show now because she just doesn't look like other Shih Tzus. And so they might end up giving them up, and that's really sad because they're actually amazing dogs, and anybody who has one can tell you that. I'm part of a Facebook group where we all just kind of talk about how lucky we are to have them and how we would definitely get another one if given the opportunity, but they're so hard to find. For some reason, I think they're fairly prevalent in the Philippines. I think they breed them for that, because if you breed two of them with that gene, I'm pretty sure most of the puppies will come out like that. So I think there's kind of a want for them there, and that's why they breed them like that, maybe. I don't really know. I just know most of the people on the Facebook page are in the Philippines for some reason. Also, a few people in England. I find very few people in the US, and if I do, they're nowhere near me, which is sad because I really want to meet another one. So she's really amazing, but people right off the bat don't think or assume that she's a Shih Tzu. Very few people do, and when they do, I'm honestly surprised that they guessed that. But a lot of people don't even know what this is. If you're watching this, you probably had never heard of that before until I just said it. But they're amazing dogs. I would not give her up for the world. You would have to kill me before you killed her. But basically, I just wanted to tell more people what it was so they don't think something's wrong with their dog. Maybe if your dog looks like this too, I would love to see your dog. But it took a lot of Googling and researching to find out what she was. It took a long time until one day I just stumbled across it and I saw a picture of what it was talking about. And I was like, oh my God, that's her. And I called my mom. I was like, Mom, I figured out what she is. I figured out why she doesn't look like other Shih Tzus. And nothing's wrong with her physically. She just looks different. So this is Sawyer. She was 2 pounds when I got her. She's 10 pounds now. But just, like, look how long she is. I'm sorry, you don't like that. She wants to, like, get out there. She loves being outside. And she has a 1/2 blue eye. That has nothing to do with the Propso gene. You just got lucky. So on this side, thanks. On this side, she has a 1/2 blue eye. And I named her Sawyer after Peyton Sawyer from One Tree Hill, because when I got her, I was very into One Tree Hill. And I liked that Peyton Sawyer named her daughter Sawyer Scott. And I just thought that's a really cute name for a girl. So that's why when I got her, I knew exactly what I wanted to name her, even though other people didn't approve, but it doesn't matter because she's mine. How you doing? Mwah! Nothing? I don't get kisses back. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, boo-boos. Okay, I'll put you down. So yeah, that's kind of her story. And I just wanted to share it because I think she's really special. And yeah, she's on Instagram. You can follow her at princess.sawyer. It's a good time. We post cute photos. She's always getting up to something crazy. Yeah, so I guess I'll see you guys next time when I make a video probably about dog food, dog nutrition, something like that. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me talk for almost 10 minutes. I know it's probably kind of boring, but I hope you learned something. See you, bye, Sawyer.